Aloha. Welcome to number three of our quantum questions, global INrising. I am working on something a bit more formal, with a landing page, some description, some things that you'll be able to share to be able to help people with this. I see the numbers already beginning to rise of the people that are on with us live. Let me start looking at your comments here. All right. Why is it that the situation is absolutely perfect? And in case anybody's not familiar, what we're doing here with these quantum questions, you want to come on and then type in what you know, what you're afraid of, what you're concerned about, what you don't like, what you want to change, and I am going to address it with quantum questions, okay? Why is it that the situation is absolutely, utterly, totally, and completely perfect right now, exactly the way it is, and we can change it utterly, absolutely, and completely? Everybody, as you come on, type in your challenges, your concerns, what's going on in the world, what's going on with the virus, what's going on with the lockdown, what's going on with Gates and the vaccines and all the other loveliness that's happening, and what your concerns are. And I am going to be turning those into quantum questions. The numbers are climbing like crazy here. That is so awesome. Okay? All right. So why is it that as I look at what is, I no longer feel confused thinking it's what is? I realize it's just the reflection of what I think and believe that I know. And why was I so effortless and quick at being able to change it? Why is it that my creativity at creating what I prefer is exploding in multiples as I look at what's happening around me? Why is it that what I thought was a disruption, I realize now is actually a flawless, perfect stepping stone into the next moment that I prefer? And why is it I feel so much peace? Why is it that it's so easy for me to picture and envision how I would prefer things to be? Why is it that I'm having such a great time while the people around me are afraid and scared and frustrated? Why is it that I feel so peaceful and so joyful and so ecstatic? Why is it that I'm seeing that everything that is happening is the stepping stone to what's next? It's not what is. It's not even real. Why is it that those people who are really working frantically to force vaccines on everybody are having second thoughts even right now in this very moment? Why is it that us joining together in this love, in this calmness, in this focus on peace, they're having second thoughts right now? Why is it that as they turn on the 5G and they start dialing those numbers in to fry us like fucking bacon, it's not working? Why is it that our systems are actually already adjusting to transmute the 5G into sparkling rainbows of light that only take us further in the direction that we want to go? Why is it that their satellites aren't working the way they wanted? Why is it that the vaccine push is meeting inner resistance without us even having to fight? Why is it that our choice of love is literally melting their agenda even as they do it? Why did we finally wake up and realize we don't need to pull out the guillotines and chop the heads off the bad guys? Because there's no bad guys. It's only our own confusion and anger and sadness and fear and emotions that we haven't processed showing up seemingly outside of us. Why is it that the urge for force is dissolving right now? Why is it that the old system is falling apart right now? Why is it that even as they move to greater tyranny over us, it falls apart in their hands as our love rises up and dissolves their illusions too? Why did I finally wake up and realize love was the answer? No matter what the question is, love is the answer. Why did I finally wake up and realize that? Why is everybody on this live stream right now, actually, as with every question, why is it that every one of us is beaming and expanding greater love and understanding and peace and calm out into everyone from Gates to Fauci, everybody, Soros, all of these dinosaurs of the old system coming apart and dissolving in the light of love of this new system of cooperation and kindness. Why is this no longer spiritual woo-woo gobbledygook? Why is this actually the way it really is? Why is it that this time of distance is bringing us closer together than we've ever been? Why is it that every moment of so-called isolation, I can literally choose to not only reconnect with all that is, but to remember that we're all connected? Why is it that for all these years, all the spiritual fucks have loved to say, we're all connected, we're all connected? Why is it all the spiritual fucks were saying we're all connected? And that one of the most common spiritual concepts ever is the idea of connection. But why did I finally wake up and realize that the idiotic concept of connection negates the fact that we're actually one? Beyond any connection, we're one. Why did I let the idea of connection dissolve into the illusion that it always was and rest in oneness? Why is it that all the spiritual bullshit that's been running the planet, as we thought we were leaving religion and that we were rising up into spiritual, it was just another religion? Why did we finally wake up to that and dissolve that as well? So I would prefer to not have distance. Why did I finally wake up and realize there is no distance? Why did I finally wake up and realize that distance is a necessary illusion when you have the illusion of separation in the first place? Without the illusion of separation, there is no illusion of distance. Why did I finally wake up? And when I did, why did I feel the touch of the one everywhere? Why is it that I can meet with my friends if I fucking want to? Why did I wake up and realize that the people who think they have power, they have no power whatsoever? And why did we all realize that we are one? There is no we all. And why did I finally choose to hold this vision and move into this vision moment by moment, expanding, moving into this vision moment by moment? Why did I begin to move into this vision of oneness moment by moment by moment, undoing the plans and the agendas of those fools that I thought were fools, but were actually part of myself in my own desperate? Why did I finally stop fooling myself that I had not had greed in me? Why did I finally admit that I did have greed in me? Why did I finally admit that I did have fear in me? Why did I finally admit that I did have scarcity in me? Why did I finally admit that sometimes with my greed and my fear and my scarcity, sometimes I wanted to have more, even if it meant someone else had less? Why did I finally admit that when I did? Why did the whole thing dissolve? And I realized there's only infinite abundance for everyone, and that none of us need to even think that thought again. Why is it that I feel so powerful as I relax? Why is it that I accept the possibility that the homelessness around me might be literally only a symbol and a symptom of the fact that I've kept myself homeless, isolated from my true eternal home in presence? And why did I finally accept the possibility that if I would reclaim my home in eternal presence, the illusion of homeless in the world could vanish once again? Why did I accept the possibility that the poverty and the pain that I see out there is just a reflection and a projection of the poverty and pain that I felt in myself, keeping myself away from my infinite oneness and eternal abundance? And when I did that, and I quit trying to fix it for anybody else, and I decided to be totally present for myself, I realized that I could never be fully helpful to them until I was fully present myself. Why did this help me to stop all my excuses and all my bullshit and all my delusions and all my confusions and find peace? Why did I stop wanting Bill Gates to find peace and choose to cultivate so much peace in myself that I stopped seeing him as not at peace? Why did I stop wanting Bill Gates to calm down and George Soros to stop being a dominating, tyrannical asshole? And why did I stop wanting these leaders and these people who seem to have the power? Why did I stop wanting anything for them and choose to bring my focus to myself, to bring myself to total peace and presence, to find the unconditional love, so that I only saw the perfection in Gates and Soros and Zuckerberg? Why did I release any thoughts of a economic depression or any type of recession? Why did I release those thoughts and those ideas and instead choose to relax? Why did I realize that my thoughts about that could never bring me peace? Why did I realize my thoughts about it could never turn it around? So why did I stop and surrender and bring my awareness to my center? And suddenly I found myself inspired with what I could do to contribute to the economic reality. Why did I finally realize it's all my thoughts about what is that's actually making what is? And I'm not going to unmake what I'm making with my thoughts by using my thoughts to try to. Why did I finally wake up and realize that when I did? Why did I feel even more of a desire and a motivation and an inspiration to choose presence from one moment to the next? Why did I stop wanting to be more productive and realize that everything was perfect, relax into the perfection, and suddenly found myself totally inspired to do the things that would make the biggest difference in the first place? Why did I stop wanting to see spells broken across the planet and choose rather to bring myself to peace and discover that I was the source of it all in the first place? Why did I stop wanting to change the planet with the same thinking I was using to create the planet I was living in? Why did I bring all that attention and presence back to the center? And I was instantly inspired with exactly what I could think and say and do that would affect the planet in the most powerful ways. Why did I stop preferring a more free, peaceful world for children? And why did I choose peace for myself and suddenly find myself in a world where the children were peaceful and happy and safe? Why did I stop thinking I was late and realize that I always show up perfectly right when I do, and that's always right on time? Why did I stop fearing a future military state or a police state? Why did I stop giving my attention and my thoughts to worry and fear about those bad things coming into being? Why did I simply choose peace myself? And when I fully chose peace within myself, the tank stopped rolling. Why was it when I chose to touch into the deepest place in myself, the drivers of the tanks stepped out and put their guns down? Why did I stop denying that I am the cause and the source and the root of it all. Why is it that I share my truth without any thought or consideration about what anyone's going to think about it? Why did I stop thinking that life was not going my way? Why did I stop the endless, repetitive thinking, life is not going my way, not going my way? Why did I realize that it's going the way that it's going? And that if I make peace and meet it with presence, it can only continue going in its perfect way. And that I'm infinitely safe regardless. Why is it that I am living a life of love and joy and peace beyond my wildest dreams, and more now than ever before? And why is it that it doesn't matter how things look on the outside? I'm able to remember that there is no outside. It was always simply a reflection of what I think and believe that I know. Why is it that I realize that our Mother Earth can never be damaged or harmed? Why did I wake up and realize that Mother Earth can never be harmed, let alone destroyed? Why did I finally stop being a spiritual fuck that talks out of one side of my mouth about how everything is energy, and then out of the other side of my mouth constantly worry about death and destruction and problems and fear, which can't exist if everything is energy? Why am I learning and remembering and finding it effortless to actually remember that everything is energy? There isn't anything physical, and the illusion of physicality can always instantaneously change in any way when I stop feeding the ideas of destruction and fear and pain. Why is it love is expanding in all directions simultaneously every single time that I ask one of these questions aimed in this direction? Why is it that I know we can never fill ourselves with love? We can only remove the illusion that says we're not already full of love. Why is it that this movement with these quantum questions and the global INrising is expanding? Why are people watching these videos again and again and sharing them more and more and more? And why are people around the world being touched? And why is it that for every person who joins us for one of these quantum question sessions, 100 or 1,000 people are stirred to more love and more peace? Why is it that everybody watching this live and on the replay is clicking the hearts and the thumbs, tagging people in the comments and sharing? And why is it that Facebook's algorithm, designed for a nefarious purpose, is actually seeing the engagement on this video and seeing how much it's shared and automatically sharing it with more and more and more people, unmaking their own agenda? I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.